Hello and welcome to the Nintendo Network and the Switch. After what happened with the Wii U, the Switch was a huge breath of fresh air in the amount of games sometimes we're getting. Playing a big budget Mario on the go is a game changer, and I truly believe Nintendo gaming has never been the same since, and the Switch 2 has proven that theory. So drift on over with your Joy-Cons. This is every Switch Spirit Battle explained. The Musashi Spirit is represented by a young Link. Musashi comes from the Switch and technically 3DS game Sushi Strikers. And honestly, if you've not heard the opening song for this game, please do. If you like 2000s to 2010s anime openings, you'll absolutely love this one. Anyways, young Link fits well to act as Musashi, who is the protagonist of the game, who lives in a world where sushi is regulated, and his goal is to allow it to be free and eaten by anyone. As long as it's not from a gas station. Young Link will favor his boomerang, a nod to linking different dishes in the game to gain sushi combos to defeat your opponent, similar to how in the Zelda games you can target and link together a chain to throw your boomerang as well. There will be an item tidal wave of sushi items, which is self-explanatory, and heavy winds, which act as the conveyor belts that move the sushi in the game. Gourmet Race plays from the Kirby series. A nod to the origin of the song comes from the racing between Kirby and King Dedede, trying to eat and race at the same time, and saying that out loud kind of makes me feel sick. The Clip and Snip Spirit is represented by Pac-Man and Kirby. Clip and Snip comes from the Switch launch title Snipper Clips, where you can cut into these two to fit into different creative ways to solve puzzles. I know what I said didn't make a lot of sense, but if you played the game, it still doesn't make a lot of sense, but there you are. You'll start the battle with the Killing Edge, to act as the scissor mechanic to create new shapes for the puzzles. You fight it out on PictoChat 2, a stage based on an app that is about drawing and is sort of in the same lines as arts and crafty feel as Snipper Clips. Although, if that is the case, why not use the Paper Mario stage? Noisy Notebook plays a track from Snipper Clips. The Lotus Spirit is represented by Bayonetta on Frigate Orphan. The black aesthetics work well for Lotus and its game that it hails from, Warframe. Frigate Orphan represents the Kuva Fortress, both being space-bound locations with a boss battle with an enemy with the title of Queen. The Gray Fox Assist Trophy will spawn a nod to Tenno in the game, as they are both cybernetic, although Gray Fox is like cybernetics cyborg thing, I think. I still haven't played those games. Keeper of the Lake plays a track from Hey Pikmin, which is really confusing as how it all plays into this. But it gave me a small rant, and it got me to say the word Pikmin in another video, so that is a win. The Sakuna Spirit is represented by a female villager. Sakuna comes from the game Sakuna of Rice and Ruin, a simulation game, so an Animal Crossing villager works well. You battle it out on Gara Plains to act as Hino Island and the Isle of Demons, which is the main setting of the game. There will be a food item tidal wave, a nod to the rice you harvest, and along with the villager will start with a death scythe to act as you are farming the rice. Shin Onagashi Medley plays, a nod to both games having traditional Japanese aesthetics. The Kokoroa Spirit is represented by Zelda. Kokoroa also comes from Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. She's the bad guy. What? Along with Zelda, there'll be two Robs to act as the mechanical warriors that she creates. Thought this was a simulation game about rice, but I guess we did need something to represent the ruin. Color me mildly intrigued. Zelda will also favor her down special Phantom Slash to further represent mechanical warriors. You battle it out on Sasuku Castle to represent Minashari Capital, which is located in something called the Lofty Realm. Boss 1, Sakura Samurai Art of the Sword plays, a nod to the similar traditional Japanese aesthetics in both games. The Tama Spirit is represented by two Kirbys, one to be Tama, and the other one was Clear and wielding a Killing Edge, who is Tama's sword spirit form, who appears as a floating sword. This is from Sakuna of Rice and Ruin, and after this I think I need to try this game out. The more outlandish the better, I say. You battle it out in Garden of Hope, which represents the forest on Hino Island. You fight it out to the mysterious Muramasa Castle Medley, another song from the game with more traditional aesthetics. The 13 Sentinel Pilot Spirits is represented by 13 Robs. Oh boy. The 13 Sentinels is a game that follows 13 high schoolers in 1980s Japan who are dragged into a futuristic war between mechs and kaiju. I'm sorry, what? Gundam. Love it. And different Robs will focus on different attacks to represent the different high schoolers and their mechs. Alright, let's go through all of them. 3 Robs will focus on Impact Run, representing the Sentinels piloted by, oh, and I'm sorry for the 13 Massacre's name coming up, Neji Okada, Iai Setagara, and Takatoshi Hiyama, which perform tackling attacks. 3 other Robs will focus on the guided Robo Beam Final Smash, which represents the Sentinels piloted by Juro Kurabe, Ryoko Shinamo, and Lori Fushisaka, which utilize their Sentinels' laser shooting railguns. The other Robs will have Super Scopes, which represent the Sentinels piloted by Tomi Kisaragi, Natsuno Minanami, and Kirito Miyoru, which has their Sentinels utilizing rapid-fire mounted guns. And then the final Robs start with the Rocket Belt to represent the Sentinels piloted by Shu Amaguchi, Yuki Tamaika, Rina Gauti, and Megumi Yakushiji, which are capable of flight. You battle it out in Foresight to represent the metropolitan city where battles take place. Don't worry, the battles take place in the same empty warehouse district like in all the Megazord battles in Power Rangers. Mario Nation Gear Plays, another game that features giant fighting robots. Excuse me while I wishlist this game for future because I want it more than I thought I would. The Zagreus Spirit is represented by multiple Chroms with more and more HP. Why? Well, he hails from the roguelike game Hades, in which he will die, but when he returns, you can use resources to upgrade your stats for the next run. You fight it out on Dracula's Castle to nod to the House of Hades level. The Chroms will get sudden final smashes to represent the Stygian Blade, which performs a powerful thrust attack with a knockback effect, much like Awakening Aether. Brain Cleaner plays in this stamina battle. Why Brain Cleaner? A track from F-Zero GX, a racing game? No idea. And there you have it, all the Switch Spirit battles. Were there other characters you feel Super Smash Bros. Ultimate missed that originated from the Switch? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and join us on the Discord. This is Dustin with the Nintendo Network, signing off.